Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you a follow-up build to the Frostcraft Punishing Draw build that I made the other week when Frostfang actually released. So it isn't that different than it was before. There are a few gear changes, there are a few deco changes, but everything else is pretty much the same. So if you watch that video, then you have the base build already, and you only have to change a couple things. If not, though, here is everything you need to know. So first off, I guess I'll just show the augmentations and the awakened abilities, just so you can see that. They're the same for everyone's builds anyway. Sharpness is actually optional, but Greatsword can kind of destroy your sharpness, so I like having just one sharpness increase there, because then you have enough white to pretty much kill anything without having to sharpen once. But maybe you just want to go all attack, so you can go all attack if you want. You do want to go affinity. I know that's a little bit of a yikes, because most of the time you'll see people go attack and health. But you'll see why I went affinity soon. Here's the skills as well. I should show them too. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Anyway, talking about the affinity, you'll see here I have 40%, right? This is with the augment. And I have 2 crit draw, which is 60%. So, without any mantles and without agitator, you would have 100% on this first hit, guaranteed. And then after that, with weakness exploit active, right? In this case I have the mod that makes it active at all times, which is basically just the old weakness exploit. You would have 90%. So you wouldn't quite get 100. You'd be at 90 without agitator. But that's where agitator comes in, right? Agitator gives 10, and that's 100%. So you'd have 100% on the first hit, guaranteed. And then you'd have 90 and 90 unless you had agitator, which then you'd have 100% across the board. That is not the case if you do not have the augment. So I recommend augmenting it for affinity, just so you can guarantee 100%. Now, also, with the mantles, you can get 100% without the augment if you put an expert deco in your mantle. But then, of course, you're relying on actually having the mantle up and having agitator up all at once. Whereas in my case, I could just have one of the two up and get 100% rather than having to have both of them. So you could go either way with that. Now, that's the first build here. The second build, which I didn't actually mention I was going to show, but you'll see it all in the tile anyway, and in the description, and in the timestamp, so it doesn't matter. The second build is just a hit and run version of this for those that prefer that playstyle, because I showed only this version, well, the old version of this, in my last video, and, you know, not everyone likes that playstyle, not everyone was looking for that. So, this version is a hit and run version, solely based on just doing that first draw, right? The first attack in the usual 3-hit combo of a Greatsword. So here it is, here's the skills. Honestly, this was kind of slapped together without really knowing what I actually needed, because there's a lot of things that you can take out and a lot of things that you could put in just for survivability or whatever, because since you're only doing that first hit, there's only a few things that you actually really need, and then the rest is golden, you know. But yeah, it pumps out a lot of damage. Its DPS is average, you know, considering all you're doing is this. So it's going to be a little bit different. Oh, actually, I should show the augments here. Obviously, I went with attack for this one because you don't need crit. And yep, same abilities there. This is a poison one. Ignore that. Make sure it's blast or whatever greatsword you prefer. I went poison because I don't have another blast one. I have 3 blast greatswords from Safi that are built for different things, so I had to use this one. It's all I had left. So yeah, basically the whole point of this build is to just do this. You just do this, And that's it. That's the entire purpose of the build. And yeah, that's the hit and run build and the hit and run strat. So if you prefer that, that's the build for you. If you prefer to actually do the true charge slash and all the regular, you know, greatsword stuff, then this one is the build for you. So yeah, those are the two builds. I am going to show this build that I just clicked on here off in a hunt. So if you want to stick around for that, go ahead and watch the hunt. If not, let me know what you think of the build and let me know how I can improve them, because I always like seeing how I can improve builds and eventually build on builds and make new builds and better builds, and it's all great. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed the hunt, and adios.
Too slow. Give up. Goodbye. Too slow. It's over. You're mine. You're finished. Give up. It's over. Too slow. Goodbye.